Title Fight, Head in the Ceiling Fan, Guitar Tabs, and Guitar Lesson. Okay, so this will be a standard tuning, E, A, D, G, B, E, and this initial progression here, or initial pattern, it's good for the intro and the first verse, and kind of like the second half of this is good for the second verse, but it's kind of like it happens multiple times here. It's just the intro is clean and kind of chilled out, and then you can kick on the overdrive for the verse. So what we're going to do here is play around in this E suspended second initially, and we'll do this pull off with the 4 on the E. We'll just pull that off to the open, and we'll have this you know, part of the E sus2 under it, where we have the 2A 4D. Okay, so I do it like that, where I kind of make the power chord shape with my index and pinky. If you can't do that, you don't like that, you can kind of stretch a bit and just do like that style, and then do the pull off with your middle finger. But I'm okay doing it like this, so that's how I like to do it. So pull the 4 off to open, have the 2 and 4 on the A and D. Okay, and kind of hit just the power chord of it, the open E and the 2A for just a moment there. Then we'll hit that 2A 4D, give it a little bend and release, and then hit the open low E power chord again. Alright, and basically we're going to repeat that 3 times. And right after we hit it that last time, we slide up here to 11A, hit that a couple times, 13D back to 11A. Now we're going to come off to this kind of open looking A major 7, where we'll have an open A string, but the 11D, 13G. Alright, strum it just like that, the A, D, and G string. And once we hit that, we'll come down with our middle finger and we'll have this 12 on the B, give that a little bend and release. Okay, 13 on the G. Hit that 13 again and give it a bend and release. Then we'll hit the 11D, hit that again with the open A, and then we'll hit it again and hammer the 11 onto 13 with the open A, and just strum that out about 3 or 4 times, something like that. Alright, and at the end of the intro, and this also happens at the end of the second verse, we just strum out this interesting E flat minor voicing, where we're kind of in that same area we left off of, but we'll do 11E, 9A, and then 13D. So you know, kind of an interesting shape here. That's what we're looking for, just those 3 notes. And we just strum it just right on beat, and about 4 times, 4 measures. So essentially we just strum this out 16 times. Slide up to this E voicing, so 12 on the low E, 11A, 14 on the D, and with this it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and then we do this fun little A flat to A, where hit the 4 on the E, open A string to 5 on the E. That'll get us to the verse. Alright, and once we go through our main pattern there, the intro pattern with some, you know, overdriven fun on there, we get to this kind of transitional section at the end of the first verse, where we shift over to this E major 7. Initially we'll just start with like the E octave to a E to the E major 7, so we just hit the open low E, 7A, then hit the same thing again, but kind of mix in that 6D with it. And then we'll come down and we'll hit it all, the open E, 7A, 6D with an 8 on the G. And we hit that and then basically just lift off to a 6G with all that still. Alright, now we'll just basically drop down a set for this A. So open A with the 7D, throw in the 6G with that. And then we're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4 type strum, like a little quicker. And this is just like an A with an add 9 basically, so it's that same open A, 7D, 6G. We can do an open B and then that B octave at the 7 on the high E there. And like I said, just a 1, 2, 3, 4 strum. And once we get to the second verse, we get this variation of it where there's kind of just a real, you know, simple lead thing that happens here, just a descaling thing. So we can hit the open low E, and then we do, on the B string, we go 12, 14. G string, we go 11, 13. Repeat that twice. And then we come back off to the 11G, 14 on the D to 11. And then once we hit that 11, we stay there, throw in the open A and that 13G on there, because we're basically just going to do that last half of the main thing there. With the 12 bend, the 13 bend, 11, hammer the 11 onto 13, that same ending that we do.